seemed to be always fighting and quarreling with each other. The children's names are Tony and Beryl. So listen very carefully, okay? It's your fault, snapped Tony, pointing to the broken doll. No, it wasn't. You did it, said Beryl. Didn't? You did. Didn't I tell you? You did, I tell you. You're just a horrid thing. And so are you. Tony reached over and pulled Beryl's hair, which he knew she hated most of anything. And then the fight was on. Hearing the noise, Mama came rushing out of the house. You naughty, naughty children, she cried. Stop it at once. Two tear-stained faces looked up at Mama. Tony smashed the head off my best dolly, wailed Beryl. I didn't. She dropped it on the sidewalk herself. But you did break it. He ran into me with his scooter and knocked it out of my hands. I couldn't help it. You should have held on to it properly. Anyhow, it was only a moldy old doll. It wasn't. It was my best dolly, and poor Beryl burst into tears again. No, 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 said Mama. Two big children such as you mustn't quarrel like this. Come in and sit down till you both have become quiet. Beryl went up to her bedroom, but Tony sat down on the sofa in the dining room, trying to look innocent as to get permission to go out to play again. Presently, Mama came in and sat by him. You and Beryl always seem to be quarreling, she said. Why is it? Oh, I don't know, said Tony. She's so cross. But she thinks you're cross. I'm not, she is. But don't you think it's a pity always to be quarreling? Well, I suppose she gets ill and die. Wouldn't you be sorry? Perhaps a bit. Well, love her while you have her, said Mama, giving Tony a kiss and hurrying out to the kitchen where a great spluttering of steam told that the kettle was boiling over. Tony sat still and thinking. Perhaps Beryl wasn't such a bad sister after all. Only a month ago, she gave him a new game for his birthday, and that was out of his own saving. Certainly, he should not have been so mean as to pull her hair and slap her face. Maybe she did love that old doll more than he realized. Now, boys and girls, in the Bible, Jesus taught us a way where we can make everyone happy. Maybe Tony was thinking about it right now. It is found in Matthew 7:12. Let's find it quickly. Matthew 7:12. And I want a brave little boy or girl to stand and read it very loudly. Oh, you can read it from the screen. No brave boy or girl at church today? Duma?
Therefore all things whatsoever ye would that man should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law of the
prophets.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Very good.
Then, thinking about that text maybe, Tony walked across the room and looked out of the window. There was the poor headless doll lying where it had fallen on the cement walk. It was a tragic sight, but it gave Tony an idea. Creeping softly upstairs, he went to his room, opened the drawer, took out something. He put it in his pocket. Then he went downstairs again and out into the garden where the doll lay. Picking it up, he put it under his coat. For being a boy, he didn't want anyone to see him with it. And out the gate he went, down to town. In half an hour, he was back. Where's Beryl? He asked Mama. Upstairs, she's still crying about her doll. Tony went up to Beryl's room and softly pushed the door. Opened. Beryl? Beryl was sitting on the stool, sobbing to herself. She didn't seem to notice Tony coming in. Tony went across and sat down beside her. Beryl? No answer. Tony moved along the stool and put his arm around Beryl's neck. Beryl, I'm so very sorry, he said. I don't believe you are, cried Beryl. But I am, said Tony. Your doll is quite all right. I've had a new head put on it, and I paid for it myself out of my own money box. Tony began to undo the brown paper around the doll. Beryl looked up at last. Oh, what pretty face you've chosen, cried Beryl, tears all forgotten. Yes, and I'm going to try not to be cross with you anymore.
Amen.
You're a dear big brother. Beryl put her little face up to Tony's, and they kissed each other. And ever after that, when they were tempted to get cross with each other again, they thought of the day when Tony did that great big thing and made up.
Amen.
So, boys and girls, whenever you're tempted to quarrel with your brothers and sisters, or even your friends at school, remember the text? Do unto others what you would like them to do unto you. Amen. And also say the things to others, the things that you would like them to say to you.
Amen.